When you need a mortgage, don't stress at all. Just tune right in and give these guys.
Good morning, YouTube. Today is Tuesday, November 4th. Makes it election day somewhere, right, Tommy?
It is election day here in PA.
It's election day, and we got a new champion on screen, Mr. LaPera. Congratulations.
What's going on, fellas?
Man, I'm used to seeing that thing over Tommy's shoulder here the last year, and now you got it.
I tell you what, man, it was tough. There was a lot of good contestants, I tell you. 1 and 4. I mean, those guys almost took me. So I was able to take this big behemoth of a trophy out of that office and have it for the next year. So I'll have to spend it next year.
I really, really appreciate everyone that came. It was a great chili cook-off. I believe we had, 8 or 9 chilies in the contest. So Anthony, I feel like his was the spiciest of the bunch, but he was able to pull it off, Tom.
Hey, he had a lot of people show up and a lot of support. He made a great chili. I think something that goes under talked about or misspoken about or not looked at a lot is what you're actually putting your chili in. So Anthony, he has, one of those $500 crock pots. And, when people look at it, it changes the dynamic. It was blue. It was beautiful. I honestly, I tried his chili. I don't know if it had much to do with the chili. I think it was a lot of appearance. Because that crock pot he has, I don't know if there's a better one. It kept it so warm. Great job, Anthony.
Sure. I don't even know if you can call it a crock pot. That's like a 12-in-1 Ninja whatever. Probably costs $7.99 at your local Best Buy. But yeah, you're right. Next year, I might invest in $10, $20 crock pots, and they all look the same, and no one can tell whose is who by the crock pot. So might have to do that.
I'm just messing. The chili was excellent. We had fun, so it was good. All good.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a good time.
Congratulations, Anth. Be sure to carry that around to your offices, and now you can brag that you have award-winning chili. I mean, I'm
taking it to Hampton. I'm just gonna walk in with this big trophy, hey, let's go.
You taking them a pot of chili too?
I got to take back Patrick's crock pot, so.
A losing chili. You're taking them a losing chili.
Oh, ouch.
It's empty. I'm taking them just a crock pot.
All right, fair.
But anywho, getting into our topic to the day, now that we got through the chili cook-off, the seller's market is dead. That's my opinion. Someone may say otherwise, but here in Pittsburgh, if you're an agent or you're a buyer that think houses are going in one day, there's multiple offers on every house. You can't get a government offer accepted. You can't get a contingency accepted. I believe all of those times are gone. We need to shake off, I think that's a Taylor Swift song, the fog of COVID. And remember that there is a wide-ranging world of financing for homes out there. And just going with conventional loans or putting narrow-minded thinking, we got to open it back up, because if you want to talk about affordability, if you want to talk about way to get folks in the homes, it's already put into place. The lenders are ready to offer them, but we need to get the real estate side to shift their train of thinking and understand any offer is a good offer, and you need to take a look at it.
Yeah, I think that is a great point to put out there. Any offer is a good offer. If you're selling your house and that house is contingent, you're doing your job. That's what keeps the market moving. With houses sitting and no offers being accepted and price reduction after price reduction, that's not what we like to see. I think our days on market might be approaching 75 days here on average here in the Pittsburgh area. So it is shifting. You got to be a part of the shift and know how to handle it.
Yep. I mean, that's so true. And we have a lot of folks in the public, especially, that are behind the curve. That's why we need agents to be the experts with us to let their clients know where we are. Like, Ant, this week we had how many calls asking about lower interest rates because the Fed dropped their rates, when in reality, mortgage rates actually ticked up with that Fed drop.
Well, a lot. I mean, I think it's a combination of people, agents included, letting people know, hey, rates dropped, let's look at some houses. Well, that's not the case, because if they only qualified for X, and, the rates may seem like they dipped because the Fed cut their rate. We say it all the time. The Fed, cut doesn't directly impact mortgage rates. Those are long-term rates. So, listening to what the lender is trying to tell you is helpful, because you're giving, unfortunately misinformation, and then people were let down when they actually call the lender, and we have to tell them, no, your rate's actually the same, or it got worse. So,
or if you're looking for the best interest rate and a government loan is sitting there, an FHA, USDA, VA loan is sitting there, it's 1/4 to 0.5% lower than the conventional loan. The mortgage insurance is cheaper. The buyer can get more seller assistance, but they're being told, no, you can't use that financing. I'm done. I am done with that.
I just did one yesterday. It was $107 cheaper to go FHA a month. 107.
I mean, listing agents acting like FHA loans don't close. You're wrong. We're done. The seller's market is over. We're taking over. Buyers are going to start winning again. Buyers need to ask for the sellers to pay commission. Buyers need to ask for seller assistance, and buyers need to understand there is nothing wrong with government loans. They are there for a reason. They are absolutely legitimate mortgages, and this down talk on government loans have to start, because every day I see news articles about home affordability. Every day we see it, and then the next sentence is, I'm only going to accept a conventional loan, or my buyer needs to be qualified conventionally. You can't assume everyone has a perfect credit score. Credit score drives a lot regarding interest rates. Interest rates drive payments. I don't know how else to say this. Affordability, the big A. Anthony's been preaching this for years. Government loans will get you there.
I had one yesterday, guys, and the client put the offer in. The listing agent said they didn't like the offer, not because of price or what their offer actually was, but they didn't like that they were only doing 3.5% down. And that I don't understand, because the seller, we're not working for the seller. We work for the buyer to make sure they get the best financial options available to afford this mortgage for the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Granted, yes, it does seem like there's some buyer agents that work for the seller as well. So good for the seller. They got 2 agents working for them. Unfortunately, the lender doesn't look at what the seller wants or, what the seller is going to do. We look at what is best for the buyer financially to make that affordable so they can actually close on the house they're trying to buy. Other lenders might say, yeah, we could do this, and then it ends up not closing.
And Anthony, you can't tell me anyone, unless you have the stack of cash sitting there, everyone's looking to get in with the least amount money down. If anyone could qualify for 0% down, we got people making 6 figures asking about closing cost assistance all the time. So I hate that. I just hate that, because if you put yourself in the buyer's situation, more than likely you're looking to get in with least amount out of pocket. That's a lot of buyers out there, and the programs are there to fit that mold. So we're taking back the market. We get it was a seller's market. We get there was no inventory. We get that it was selling houses in one day, no open house, waiving contingencies. Those times are gone. Stop living in the past. Get your clients good offers. Get them in the houses. It's there for the taking right now.
100%. Yeah. And on Friday, we're going to bring back our guest. It's been over a year since we had a guest. So we are actually going to bring you a listing agent. Ooh. And we're going to come and we're going to talk a little bit about that listing agent process and what they're seeing on their end to get it straight from the horse's mouth.
Love that. Love that. So we will see everyone Friday, 8 a.m. Until then, congrats, Anthony. That trophy looks good behind you. Sorry, Tom, you lose. And I'm coming for it next year.
See you guys.
See ya.
Everyone.
Tom, Ryan, and